Full on. I'm gonna really think you're in a Motown review. Do the split. Big shoes. We got a big shoe. Ruffle. That's what we're gonna do. Shiny shoes. Just hit a value. Oh, I will.
We'll do one of each. That sounds wicked. I fucked that up. Shake it from the fat to the top of the table. You're dressed in rags, everybody waving these faded flags. Tongue-tied, fire inside, caught like a deer in the headlights. Mine, it isn't a lie, so I try to take more than I got. More, we only want more. It's not what we came for, it's not what we paid for. We're all in this together, so keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, just go, go. Band's performing, everybody's backless, super trippy. I'm dancing. This is great. Got a guest performance. Sunglasses. Smoke.
Why backlit?
Every night I free fall into a dream. Mirrored halls and the clone machines. A phenomenon that goes on and on. Saying it right, but you're doing it wrong. Slow down, you're going too fast now. Delicate dance, take your foot off the gas now. Don't try making it last now. Sooner or later you'll think of the past. We're all in this together, so keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. We're all in this together, so keep moving, don't stop. So keep moving, don't stop. We will never be the same again. We will never be the same again. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, just go, go, go.
Well, that doesn't sound like what he played.
Hit play, and that's just what's there.
That doesn't sound like it.
Freaking me out.
What's that sound?
Honestly, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what that sound is. Where did it come from? You didn't record that. It's not from any of the instruments.
It doesn't sound like a
It
drum.
sounds like talking. Set the record straight. We are the first degree with a thief with a judgment.
1 minute.
1 minute, guys.
How's everybody doing?
30 seconds.
What do you normally do?
Bring it up. It's Greg Vieiro. We are live on the 8th floor of the Coors Key building. Oh, it's a special night it is. All sorts of lucky winners here. The Sam Roberts Band is here. Low Fantasy is available now. SamRobertsBand.com for details. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Roberts Band.
People
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know who that is. It's Sam Roberts Band. We're on the 8th floor of Chorus Key. The new album, Low Fantasy, is now available. But what about that? The album's done, but is music ever done?
In the sense that the song is sort of written and recorded and then it's over?
Right, but a lot of writers sort of say that they always go back to things. There's things that they would always change. Is that true?
For sure. I mean, you try not to regret your decisions in the studio, but I think that's what playing in a live band, anyway, a touring band, affords you with, is the opportunity to keep that song alive, keep it undefined, keep it changing every single time you get up on stage. And I think that the people come see your shows certainly feel that, but we as a band, that's how we stay motivated over time, is to know that nothing is ever really quite sealed and finished.
There's a great Motown vibe that swings its way through Low Fantasy. Is that a conscious thing?
You know, we've never really shied away from our influences, and certainly we're indebted to the great tradition and history of rock and roll, and Motown played a big part of that, especially in terms of rhythm, and this is a very rhythmically oriented record. And I mean, they were the kings of that, and we're all just sort of in their shadow, and we probably will continue to be. But yeah, I draw from that all the time.
Part of the fun of having Sam Roberts Band here at Chorus Key is hearing live songs, and you got another one, don't you?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to our last record, Collider. This one's called "Let It In." I don't wanna fight with you no more. There was a time Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know who that is. You know the voice, you know the sound. The Sam Roberts Band. We're live on the 8th floor for a very special performance. Just a handful of listeners in here right now. Sam, your voice is sounding stronger and really thicker than it ever has before. Are you doing something different to take care?
No, I'm not. Not nearly enough. Not what I should be doing.
Do you have to be mindful of that sort of thing?
For sure. I'm just being reminded of that these days, especially in the winter in Canada. You know what it's like? That's why you have humidifiers everywhere in your home. That's the same thing. Your voice needs a humidifier pretty much everywhere you go, and I don't take care of it enough. But anyway, it's still there. It's like the Energizer Bunny keeps going for now until it craps out one day, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You know, Sam Roberts Band songs there's all these little pieces. They're so intricate. It's like a fine watch. There's no secret that there's an obsession with music here. But can you ever get away from music? Any of you? Can you ever get away, or are you just haunted by it?
I think it's the kind of thing that when we all feel it, whether you play music or whether you write music or not, you feel the need for it, the importance of it. But I think when you get to the point where you're afforded the opportunity, and that's what this is, to live for it every single day, then you feel obliged or a responsibility to not squander that very, very special set of circumstances. And yeah, it does haunt you. It wakes you up at night, and it keeps you searching always for some new way to express yourself and never to fall back on the old tricks that have worked for you in the past. And I think this is with us until until we're dead.
So there's a slight
to put it bluntly.
Slight bit of torture here, then.
I don't feel torture. I feel. I mean, the torture is in that it's never going to let you go. But I think the torture would be if your life takes you away from it. The other things in your life that aren't necessarily in your control. How you earn a living, how you get by from day to day. If that wasn't running parallel to writing music, that would be torture.
The Sam Roberts Band joining us live for a very special performance from the 8th floor of the Chorus Key building. Low Fantasy is the album. Can we hear another new song from Low Fantasy?
Yeah, this one's called Human Heat.
Sam Roberts Band on the Edge.
That's a really good question, and honestly, it's taken a long time to figure out how to maintain it over the length of a tour. Because the first few times we went on, I remember we were on tour with the Tragically Hip, and I went out there, and 2 nights I was like, I spent everything, and it was gone. And it took me a long time to recuperate. My voice was shot. My energy just wasn't, I couldn't keep up with the pace of it. So it's one of those things about music. The more you do it, the deeper it gets into you. Your muscle memory sort of, you sort of fall back on your experience in a way. But especially when you're playing new music, there's that uncertainty that fuels the fire a little bit. We haven't played these songs more than a handful of times on stage. In fact, last night in New York, we just played them, most of them, for the first time. And there's an urgency that comes with that as well. So hopefully in 2 weeks from now, when we've already done a few times, we don't just crash. But no, I think you're right. And playing is, it's good cardio. It keeps you going, This is my exercise. This is my workout every day. So,
Mr. Fitness.
thank you. Yeah, Mr. Fitness, all right.
Does anyone else have a question? Oh, here we are. Right. Well, these two we'll do here. Oh, you go ahead. You go ahead. Go. There we are. We were doing an interview earlier on today, and Dave brought up, I think, a very important point about the reality of making music today, and that's that you have to be able to play. And if you can play, and I mean really play, and you spend your life devoted to that, and not, obviously you have to take care of the smart decisions you need to make, the business side of things and all of that, and making the most of opportunities, but you need to be able to play music in front of people. There's no escape from it anymore. There are no big record deals, or very few of them anymore. All the things that people used to sort of hide behind, or sort of rely on that. Now, if you need to work on this first, that has to be your focus. And if you can do it, you'll stand out from the crowd, because not everybody's willing to put in the hours. No, I think there's some great. I love Rod Stewart. Who doesn't?
No, I don't think it's necessary at all. The voice is the most beautiful instrument in the world. You don't need anything else. For me, I feel comfortable playing the guitar. I feel, I don't mind singing on my own, but I like to play the guitar. But I think some of the greatest, Mick Jagger, some of the greatest entertainers ever have been able to just sing, and that's what people come to hear in a lot of ways. The music nerds like ourselves, we get drawn into the other stuff that's happening. But I think the vast majority of people come to hear that human voice. That's what draws you in.
Here we go. Another quick question right down the front. All right. Well,
how long can this question be? Like, what
you got a quick one right here for a minute?
I mean, I spend my life jamming with the boys. There's no shortage of jamming with the boys. But I do like being on my own, too. To me, that's one of the things that I look forward to most, is just those first few quiet moments by myself where I can make sense of all these tidbits of songs and lyrics and riffs or whatever it is that just float around, and they have no form. They have no shape. So I like that quick moment to be able to give them a little bit of shape.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We're gonna we'll get more questions. We're gonna have time. Don't worry.
You're not off the hook, man. This is coming back.
What do we got?
10 seconds, guys.
10 seconds.
5, 4.
Let's get it going. We are live on the 8th floor of the Chorus Key building. Sam Roberts joining us on the edge. Here's a question for you. You talked before about how this is a dream. This is your dream. What would the teenage you say to you now?
Oh man, I
Stop having kids. Go enjoy yourself, man.
If I were honest enough, that's exactly what I would have said. The teenage, I think even the teenage us recognized that this was such an unlikely place to eventually get to. We would have been pretty much in awe of everything that we get to do all the time. But yeah, the teenage me knew how to enjoy himself a lot. So did the 20-something me. And most of the 30s too. I'm still going.
Uh-oh, stories for another day. Hey,
Yes,
what about
indeed, not for the radio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
what about the live show? Sam Roberts Band takes listeners on this gamut of emotions. There's peaks and valleys. Is that something you're conscious of, creating that almost theater?
Yeah, I think I mean the music that we love to listen to. Certainly, the shows that have affected me the most have always been a journey of sorts. And you have this opportunity to. I don't want to say sort of grab people's emotions and take them with you, but you're certainly trying to at least sculpt an experience for them every time you get up on stage. And you need to put the quiet songs at the right time. And we put a lot of thought into our set list every day, that the same way that you would into sequencing an album, so that you feel that you're sort of taking people somewhere, and then you release them, and then you grab them again. And you it takes a long time to sort of learn the dynamics of a crowd and how to not just necessarily force them somewhere, but you have to go there with them in a way.
Sam Roberts Band, live on the Edge. Low Fantasy is available now, and we're about to hear some more live music. Take it away.
I just have to figure out how to play this song, and then we'll get going.
I can't
Thank you.
Well, how about that? The Sam Roberts Band, live on the Edge. We're on the 8th floor, way above the Edge, for a special performance. Just a handful of listeners joining us, talking music. Are you a control freak when it comes to music?
Don't let my bandmates answer that question.
He's not at all.
I think if I look back over the from our first record to now, I've definitely learned to loosen the grip on not on the situation but on the song itself, because I think in the early days, what my vision for a song or the way I heard a song, it felt less negotiable than it does now. And with every record that we make, I've learned to not accept but embrace the contribution that the guys that you see on stage here with me make, to involve a producer the way that Youth was involved in making Low Fantasy on a scale that would have seemed unimaginable to me sort of in the early days. And yeah, I think that you're the servant of the song itself. It's not, you have to sort of let go your ego in that sense and do what's best for the music that you're making. And in my case, I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by people who help take it to a better place.
You know what? We don't know the life of being a rock star. What about the weird things? I mean, here's one for you. Do you take your cell phone and your wallet out on stage with you?
Nope. Yes, I do. Not the phone. Josh always, he's like on the phone half the time. You guys don't notice it, but he's on the phone pretty much half the time he's playing the drums. I don't even know how he does it. It's a new app. I always have like a ridiculous amount of stuff in my pockets when I'm on the stage for no reason. I have my jean jacket full of whatever. Even now, there's something in here. I don't know what it is, but I always question why it's there.
That should be the title of your autobiography. So there are no elements really then of a persona on stage. You are you on and off stage, or is there a character here?
I definitely think it's not that there's a shift in persona, but I'm not this extrovert when I'm not on the stage. There's something about playing in a rock and roll band that just sort of brings out an energy, a fearlessness in my personality that I don't think is necessarily there all the time when I'm, if we were to chat, as we will do after the show, it's not the same thing. Not that we're not shy necessarily, but I'm certainly not like this.
What about the weight of the words? When you're singing to people, when you're singing at people, you're having an effect on them. You're maybe changing the way they live. How do you deal with that on a day-to-day?
I think that's just something that you have to not necessarily take responsibility for it, but that's part of making music. That's part of the celebration of music. And I've been affected by so many songs that I've heard and so many concerts that I've been to over the years. It's nothing that I don't think you should ever take yourself too seriously, even in the face of that responsibility. But the music does most of the work. The music does the talking for you as well. And I mean, one of the things that you realize after years of playing is that every single person in that, for all the collective joy that comes from a show, every single person is having their own experience, and you can't interfere with that in any way. You can't put yourself in that equation at all.
You're like a doctor then. You have to divorce yourself from the seriousness of the situation.
Yeah. I'm a lot like Doctor.
Sam Roberts Band joining us way above the Edge on the 8th floor. A very special performance, and we're going to hear some new music. This is from Low Fantasy, isn't it?
That's right. Here's a new one. We're all in this together. Everybody waving these faded flags, tongue-tied, a fire inside, caught like a deer in the headlights. Mine, it isn't alive. So I try to take more than I got. More, we only want more. Not what we came for, not what we paid for. We're all in this together. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. We're all in this together.
we are the fire brigade. All we wanna do is set the record straight. We are the first degree. We're the thief, we're the judge, we're the jury. We are the angry age. Shaking fruit from a vine till there's nothing to take now. It's a phenomenon that goes on and on. Saying they're right, but you're doing it wrong. Tongue-tied, fire inside. Try like a deer in the headlights. Slow down, you're going too fast now. Delicate dance, take your foot off the gas now. Don't try, make it last now. Sooner or later, you'll think of the past. We're all in this together. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. We're all in this together. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. We may never be the same again. We may never be the same again. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. We may never be the same again. We may never be the same again. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, don't stop. Keep moving, just go, go, go. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you know who that is. It's the Sam Roberts Band live on the Edge. We got more songs to get to. We got some more talking to get to. And we're going to do it. But you know what? Everybody's trying to sell you something. Commercials are on the edge. Oh, time for the long question.
All right,
Where
let's
is he?
go. Yeah, come on. Let's cut to the chase here. Thank you, guys.
It's
It's
going
an
to be the
interesting
first time you answer a book, isn't it, Sam?
That was good. That lived up to its billing as a long question, but the fact that you bring up North Star is relevant because this record, in some ways, cycles back to what we were like as a band at the beginning, the kind of things that were the kind of bands that we listened to, the kind of music that we were trying to make at the time, and we let go of that a little bit because James needed to get a real job. And our drummer, who was this really close friend of mine at the time, his name's Mike Juretic, he left the band, and essentially I just found myself alone for the first time. And that shift, without being with my bandmates, pulled me towards a more sort of, individual-oriented songwriting perspective for the first time, because I'd always just been a person in a band before. And I'm still that person. I've just come back to it. I came back to it very quickly. That's why we're the Sam Roberts Band. It's not me. It just so happens that when James left, he went and taught English in Korea, and everything kind of fell apart. Eric was kind enough. He built his bed up about 6 feet off the ground so that we could build a little studio underneath. And we recorded the demos for Brother Down and all the stuff that ended up being our first EP and We Were Born in a Flame came into life under Eric's band. Yeah, I think that in a way that when James came back into the band shortly after, because things started happening pretty quickly after that, Brother Down started getting played on the radio. It went to a place that we wanted it to go, but we didn't expect it to happen. So I was like, James, you got to get back. I know you're really busy teaching English to those Korean people over there, but we got to get back here right now because this shit's actually happening, you know? Yeah. Oh, you what? We threw him right into the lion's den. It was great, you know, right on stage, and but we became a band again, and but it had sort of taken on a different perspective musically, and as the years go by, as the band element of it sinks deeper or comes back to life more than anything, then we find ourselves drawing, you know, on those musical influences that inspired us in the first place more and more. I think this record reflects that. You know, we're almost back to being North Star again, which is strange, but.
All right, here we go. Some rapid fire Twitter questions.
Oh, yeah.
Did you really live in a hobbit hole in Spain?
I
Yes
did.
or-
I did.
Okay.
Youth, our producer, modeled his entire studio after sketches of The Shire. No joke.
If you could open up for any band, past or present, who would you and why?
The Clash, because they're just my favorite.
You gonna play Key to Bala this summer?
I certainly am. I certainly, yes.
Where's your favorite Canadian venue to play?
Well, you just said it.
Got any more questions from the audience? Anybody? Oh, here, well, we'll go to this guy back here.
Oh.
Go ahead, man.
What is your opinion of, I guess, for lack of a better word, the terrible music that's considered mainstream?
You go out and you change it, and that's what we're here to do, is to contribute something different. You know, if you don't like what you hear on the radio, then you got to go out there and make music that you think matters, and try your best to get it played. And absolutely, it's a constantly moving target. But we do what we do because that's what we think people need to hear when they turn on the radio.
Way in the corner there, man. Yep.
2 minutes.
Just once in a while, not only to remember the words. You know, repetition is a huge part of being a musician, just so that it stays in here. So when I'm in front of all you people, I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. So yes, once in a while.
All right, right down in front.
Mm-hmm. It's addictive. It's a huge problem. I got a lot of guitars now, but now I'm down to this record was recorded with this is called a Fender Jazzmaster, and the entire record, that was my mission, was to play the whole record on a Fender Jazzmaster because I really love the sound. So it's amazing how an instrument influences what you write, not just how you play, but what you end up writing in a way.
1 minute.
Because they all sound different, they bring different things out, certain riffs come out differently on different guitars, and so this record in particular is all about this one.
We got a quick question down here.
I have. Would I? Yes, I would.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
We'll get
right
to that.
afterwards, I will.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
We got a quick one right here.
I grew up playing the violin. I'm a classical violinist, so I played a lot of. My first influences were all classical: Beethoven and Bach and Mozart and Wieniawski, and then my dad's record collection: Bob Dylan, The Kinks, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Paul Simon. Lots of African music, and where did you guys go?
We're coming back in. It's Greg Biharo. We are live on the 8th floor, way above the edge. The Sam Roberts Band is here. We're chatting music. We're playing music. Hey, is a song better if it comes from happiness or sadness?
I think if you ask a lot of songwriters, they would say that the inspiration, and not that the song is better, but the inspiration flows easier out of sadness, which is, it's hard to write a song when you're happy. When you're happy, you want to do something else besides sit in your basement and sort of pour
So it's
your
true for you as well.
pour your heart out. Yeah, absolutely. I think it is born out of not necessarily a melancholy, not debilitating sadness, but certainly what sadness brings about is the need for reflection about something. And the mission then becomes to take that moment of sadness or introspection and move it towards the light, move it back towards a hopeful resolution. And I think that that's part of how I approach writing the lyrics to the songs anyway, is trying to bring yourself back, above the surface of the water in some way.
You know what? You've been doing it for years. How do you feel about you? Do you feel like a good band?
I know we're a good band, I'm an observer sometimes as much as a participant. I get to play with these guys every day, and I think that a large part of the confidence that I feel on stage is knowing that if I blow a tire, that there are 5 other guys who are going to pick up the slack, and not just that, but sort of play their hearts out. So,
Sam Roberts Band live on the Edge, and we're going to listen to more music right now.
all right, here's an old one.
To walk away, I leave. I've been living for you since the age of 17. To walk away, I leave. You've been telling lies, and now it's time to come clean. Hey, you come around and I hate. You come around and I hate. You come around and I can't keep time. Hey, you turn around and I hate. You turn around and I hate. You turn around and I'm left behind. At least 'cause I'm a boy, not a man. Crying on the corner with my head in my hand. I call the name, but you ran. Slipping through my fingers like a fistful of sand. Hey, you come around and I hate. You come around and I hate. You come around and I lose my head. Hey, you turn around and I hate. You turn around and I hate. You turn around and I'm left for dead. She reads my mind when I'm sleeping. She always arrives when I'm leaving. Yeah, she's blocking out the sun, it seems. You're a pacifist with a gun, I mean. Here we go! Hey, you come around and I hate. You come around and I hate. You come around and I can't keep time. Hey, you turn around and I hate. You turn around and I hate. You turn around and I'm left behind. Hey, you come around and I hate. You come around and I hate. You come around and I lose my head. Hey, you turn around and I hate. You turn around and I hate. You turn around and I'm left for dead. To walk away, I leave. 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 To walk away, I
Thank you very much.
Boy, that is all you need. The Sam Roberts Band, Low Fantasies, the album. Keep it going for Sam Roberts. Low Fantasies,
Thank you,
the album.
guys.
SamRobertsBand.com. You're listening to The Edge. We gotta go. Sweet, great, we're out.
Thank you guys for coming.